Hi again everyone and welcome back to my channel Fillers and Filters. I am Noella, or you can call me Miss Noe, and I hope to be a part of your language learning journey by providing you with tips, tricks, and anecdotes. So in this video, I wanted us to talk about who is responsible for your language learning. Is it your teachers? Some of you might say, well, I didn't have good or excellent teachers in English. But I would have to argue that it is you and nobody else who is responsible for your own progress. Let's talk about this topic using 5 points. Struggles and mistakes are integral to our journey. It's basically a fact of life. We've heard this time and again. So basically, we don't have any choice but to embrace these mistakes, embrace these imperfections, and learn from them. I actually know a lot of people who are afraid to commit mistakes, myself included, in fact. It's actually ironic that a lot of times, the last person who forgets our mistakes are ourselves. So we need to learn to forgive ourselves, move on, and just do better next time. Along the way, definitely you will meet discouragements. It could be your friends who will laugh at you whenever you try to use the language. Or it could be your teachers who might frown at you when you're having a hard time expressing yourself. Or it could be anyone. You cannot really control how people react to you. Some of them might give constructive criticisms, but some of them may not know how to properly phrase their criticisms, so it might come off to you as offensive and harsh. But what you can control is how you react to these criticisms. So aside from learning to forgive ourselves when we commit mistakes, it is also important that we develop a mindset that says, I don't care what you think. Or at least we should be able to filter what kinds of criticisms can actually help us improve. What kinds of criticisms are done with good intention, and what kinds of criticisms should we ignore. Use your time wisely and choose your materials wisely. How much of your time do you actually use in doing productive things? How much of your time do you actually devote in trying to hone your skills? So aside from carefully deciding what to do with your time, it is also crucial that you choose wisely what you consume. I remember one saying in my health class that says, you are what you eat. So basically, in language learning, you're also what you consume. What kinds of materials do you listen to? What kinds of materials do you read? What kinds of materials do you watch, or who you listen to? Because they become you. They actually contribute to who you become. Not only in terms of grammar, but also in terms of logic and in terms of content. So credibility is also a big word when it comes to learning a language. Time is actually a resource that is given to us equally. Whether we're rich or we're poor, we're young or we're old, we are given 24 hours in a day. But how do we make use of our time? That would spell the difference. Put your curiosity to good use. Be chismosa in a classy way. Expose yourself to a variety of materials, a range of topics from various media. Before, the problem really is on the availability of materials. But in this digital age, everything is within your reach. But of course, the problem right now is that there are a lot of information to consume in a limited time. And of course, this goes back to the previous point that you need to choose your materials wisely. Exposing yourself to different kinds of materials actually helps enrich your vocabulary. And aside from this, it also familiarizes you with the different writing conventions. Say for instance, what's the difference between writing in informal or formal English, academic versus conversational English, or what are the conventions in journalistic writing, research writing, and so on and so forth. While I still have a lot of things that I want to talk about, perhaps I can reserve that to my succeeding videos. But I would like to end this video with another point, which is the importance of practice. A lot of times, learners would say they do not have opportunities to use the language. But the thing is, opportunities will not chase you. So what you need to do is to find avenues or opportunities on how you can possibly improve your linguistic competence. So for instance, if you're a student, you can perhaps join relevant organizations like your school paper, or perhaps your debate team, any organization that you think will be able to help you enhance your skills or perhaps your confidence. Because of course, confidence is very crucial in learning a language, which of course we might be talking about in more detail in my succeeding videos. Alright. Meanwhile, for those who are no longer in school, maybe you're a yuppie or a young professional or an old professional. Either way, perhaps you can make use of your friends. Okay? Find support from your friends in practicing the language. But if your friends wouldn't want to support you in your journey, perhaps it's time to let them go and find other friends. Of course, I'm kidding. And that pretty much sums up our discussion for this video, or in this video. So basically, I would like to emphasize that you are responsible for your own language learning progress and nobody else. Okay, so hopefully in this video you were able to learn a thing or two, and I would appreciate you giving me a feedback, or perhaps you may want me to discuss topics that are related to what I have discussed in this video or in my previous video. And if you still haven't done it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support. Thank you so much again for watching. Au revoir.